Wow. That was kind of cool. Welcome. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. Terry, thank you, man. I'm unbelievably excited to be here today. We got a lot to talk about. What did you guys think of that holo demo? Was that killer? Oh my God. It blew me away. When I saw it, it blew me away. Can you imagine what we're doing? Do you know how blessed I feel to lead devices for Microsoft right now? The opportunities, all the things we're bringing together, everything we're bringing together, what Windows 10 is doing right now to thread it all perfectly together. It's mind-blowing. When you see it, just look a little further, just look a little deeper. It's happening right now. Now, I've been doing it a short time, and I got to tell you, I'm excited about what I'm seeing. But let me just start talking to you a little bit about Lumia. Can I tell you about the new phones really quick? That's what we're going to do. First off, this team, I've been working with them for a very short time, but I got to tell you, the passion, the creativity, the desire to bring you the most productive products possible, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. I'm so inspired by this team, and you just think about what they're doing. They're building the best products for Windows that can possibly be made for Windows 10. And think about Windows 10. There are 110 million, did you hear that? 110 million devices in 8 weeks running Windows 10. Did anybody hear it? Think about what that means for the phone. The power of Windows security, the power of the Windows update, keeping you fresh all the time. That same consistent UI from Windows 10 on your PC, on your Surface, to your phone. It's just awesome, and I've been enjoying every minute of it. Think about what comes across. Cortana, 1 billion questions asked. Think about one that's in your pocket. Edge, you're using it, those settings carry across in your pocket. Super powerful. The full office, the best Outlook client you can find anywhere. Let me just say this, the best mail client on the planet on this phone. But what is it? Who brings it to life? What does it come with? Let me introduce you to the Lumia 950 family. I'm going to talk to you about the phone, but before we jump in too far, I want to talk about the hardware just a little bit, just give you a little glimpse of what's happening in the technology and what this Lumia team has put together, which I think is pretty powerful, and for me has been super powerful. Let's start with the antennas and always being connected. It's a principle of mine. I want to share it with you. Kind of want you to feel it. And we're just getting started here, but these antennas, these are generations in the making. Okay, there are 2 antennas in this product, but why? Why? Why 2? Who puts 2? And they are vast, and they are some of the best on the planet. It's like, literally, it's this whole thing of pushing more than one phone in a phone. Because when you hold it, when you're holding your phone up like you're doing right now, no matter where you're holding it, we will choose for you to give you the best connection you could possibly have. What's a phone all about? What is a phone? Start with what a phone is. Staying connected, and that's what that does. It's a great tech. On top of that, that's cool. Yeah. That was totally for the geeks in the room, by the way. I'm so glad you appreciate it, man, because I love that. All right. We also have the octa-core and hexa-core processors. I have 2 phones to introduce you to today. We have the 950, which uses the hexa-core processor, and the 950XL, which uses the octa-core. We use the latest Qualcomm technology, and we push that technology to every limit possible. We push it by using tablet-class liquid cooling, literally coming from our Surface team into our phones, because what we wanted was to push these machines as hard as we possibly could, because we want to make them as productive as possible, because we want to bring Windows 10 to life in your pocket. That's the whole goal. And that's what the Lumia team has done. It is just phenomenal technology. The phones come with a 5.2-inch and a 5.7-inch screen. They're absolutely beautiful organic LEDs. Yep, they're gorgeous. These things are 500 DPI. You put your eyes on this screen, it's super soft. You'll never see a pixel. This is all simple. You know this. You know it because I saw you write about it already, so I'm just blowing through. I know, which was terrible, by the way. Can you not do that next time? Ruins my moment. What I love about LED, I'm going to just share with you. Look, I'm always moving. I'm moving fast, and my children are at home watching. But I will tell you, one of my big things in life is to be more present when I'm at home, be more present with my team when we're sitting around making a phone or a Surface. Like, this is a big deal for me. Well, here's something that Windows 10 has done and has lit me up and has helped me so much. When you pull your phone out of your pocket, you can't see this because it's so dim, but you pull your phone out of the pocket, you don't have to push a button, you don't have to do anything. I get so much information in the glance screen technology. Let me relate this to the OLED screen. We can light up the pixels we want to light up, and now I have a picture of my kids. I know what my next meeting is. It says I'm supposed to be here. That's good. I also know how many mails I have, how many texts I have, what time is it, what date is it. I didn't touch anything. And by the way, I'm using 0 battery life while I stand here and get all that information. 0. Now, granted, it's not the best thing to say, hey, I'm super present by glancing and putting it away, but it's a lot better than me turning on my phone, logging in, finding what I wanted to find. I mean, it keeps me there. It's so important. Now, being present and being connected with your family, that's a big deal, right? Would you guys agree? Somebody in here has a family, right? You agree with that? Yeah, it's super important to me. I think you're going to feel that with all our products today. But here's what I'll tell you. There's probably nothing more important on the phone right now than a camera. Being connected, yes. Full power and performance, yes. Think about the heritage of Lumia. Think about the Lumia 1020 that came out and started to change the way people thought about cameras off the back of the devices. Now, you probably have a product in your pocket right now that has a great camera on it. But I will tell you, all the generations of work that have come into the camera on these new products will blow your mind. It's got a 20 megapixel sensor, which is just beautiful. It's unbelievable in low light. So if you're taking a picture in low light, you will get the full sensor, the full camera, the full picture you want. If you wanted to use a flash, we have a triple RGB flash off the back of the product. What does that mean? I know in words. Here's what it means. When you take a picture, there's no red eye. Here's what it means. When you take a picture, you don't look like a ghost. You look like a human. You get the true color coming off. In the product, we have an optical image stabilizer. This is a really cool part of the technology. It's 5 generations in the making. This is the part where I look at it and go, oh, I'm so inspired. I'm so pumped for what we can do. So pumped. It literally, for me, I cannot take a picture to save my life. Every time I take one, it's blurry. You take a picture with this phone, that stabilizer, I don't care if the image is moving or I'm moving. It's going to be clear. It is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous camera. Now, I'm going to talk to you. We've talked in the past some of the principles of product making. Sometimes the smallest little feature on a product, just the smallest one, can have the biggest impact. We've talked about this before. If you've been with me for a while, you know we believe in this. This was something that was important to me on these products. As a kid growing up, every camera I picked up, do you know how I took a picture? I used to push a button. I know times are changing and you can take a picture touching your screens, do that all day. But I used to push a button, this button. I'd push it. And just because I pushed it, as simple as that was, I'm taking you in 4K video right now, as it turns out. So that little moment you had, check it out. Now I'm taking me, which is super weird, but you get the point. Literally, I just push a button, take it out of my pocket. I know it's small, man, it's super powerful, but you know what else just happened? All that information just went to the cloud. I have it forever. It's awesome. This phone has 32 gigs. If you wanted to store it, store it. You've got so much storage. You know what else Windows 10 allows you to do? It allows you to expand that memory. You know what these phones let you do? They let you do that. You can put right now, just get an SD card, put it in there, 256 gigs, and boom, you have all that memory for your files, for your pictures, and theoretically, when the hard drives catch up, you could push this thing to a full 2 terabytes in my pocket. 2 terabytes. Is that ridiculous? Let's talk a little bit more about something that is a bit funny to talk about. I'm talking about the connector on the bottom of this product because it makes a few points. Let me just do that really quick. There's a USB Type-C connector. There's a Type-C connector on the bottom of this product. It's called USB-C. It's a pretty cool connector. It allows us to push 5 gigabits per second into the product right out of the product. Super lightning fast. Here's the first thing it does for you. If you burn your phone for 2 days, I bet a lot of you do, and you didn't have time to charge, or you went to bed and you didn't know, and you got 1,000 mails, or you let it burn, and you woke up and you're like, man, I'm almost out of battery, my day's got to start. Plug in this charger. Literally, in less than 30 minutes, you get more than 50% charge and get yourself out of the house and get moving. That's what this connector lets you do. Important. I know, they're fundamentals, but man, they're so important. This is what lights things up for you. Now, what's the point? You got all this processing power. We're using tablet-class liquid cooling to cool these things. You got full Windows 10. It's coming to the phone. We have Office, Cortana, you have Skype, you have OneDrive. Your settings are carrying over. Edge is coming to life. You have the best mail client on the planet. This is supposed to be the most productive phone you've ever picked up, but what does that mean? Why do we push it? Why the octa-core? Why push it so far? Here's why. Now, we want to put Windows in your pocket. 110 million people using Windows 10 right now. If you haven't thought about these phones, wake up. Spend a minute. With the universal apps coming, 110 million in 8 weeks, the opportunity is unbelievable.